So it's that time again. So hello and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. This is my Fresh Start coffee mug that I picked up off Etsy. I will link it down below. It shows this beautiful African natural hair woman drinking her tea or coffee. And in my cup, I've shown this cup to you before, in my cup is the Celestial Seasonings Raspberry Zinger Herbal Tea. Now this is a tea that I was using. I used to make a tea mix with two to six of these. I can't remember now. I think it was like two of the, so a total of 4 sachets, and then 3 or 4 of the green tea plus some cranberry juice, and then I would have the tea steep, and that would be my drink. I'm not doing that right now. I've taken all the tea out of that, and I'm just using cranberry juice and tossing oranges in it. Tastes good. But this is the tea that I used to use for that, and I don't know if I have ever actually drunk it by itself here on the channel. I probably have. Lord knows I've had it long enough. But this has in it hibiscus, rose hips, roasted chicory, orange peel, blackberry leaves, natural raspberry flavor with other natural flavors, and raspberry leaves, which explains the color. The color is not that pink. It's actually a very brown tea. And of course, with my milk in there and with the raspberry and stuff in there, it looks funny. But I like my tea with milk, so I do it every time. Anyway, let's give her a sip and we will get started. Smells very raspberry. So we are getting some of the zing. We're not getting a lot of the raspberry yet, but it has just started steeping. At any rate, this is easy to find in your local store if you end up liking it, or I end up liking it and you decide you want to give it a try. Anyway, so today we are doing the first Reverse Rouge for 2021. And I did ask people if what they thought about me doing this again, and really didn't get a whole lot of response. And then I had also asked about how much they think I should aim for. Y'all should think I'd aim for. Again, no whole lot of response. But based on last year's totals, I'm going to aim for 2,100 this year. 2,100. It's kind of fitting, actually. And we've got our first bucket. I think I should be able to get pretty close to that. May not be able to actually get to that, but I should be able to get pretty close to that. Just, there's a lot of stuff. I need a bigger bucket. That's what I need. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with all the stuff that I have. The first one is the Coconut Shea, Eden Body Works Coconut Shea Natural Cleansing Co-Wash. Y'all know I love it. Gonna have more. Always. This is my favorite co-wash. I don't even have any other co-washes, I don't think. I take that back. I have Mav and Steve J. Walker's, and I'm trying to use that up. And it doesn't wash that well. It is more of an actually conditioner than a wash. This is a nice balance of the condition wash thing, and actually gets my hair fairly clean. If I need to give it a bump, I use the Eden Body Works Papaya Castor Scalp Cleanser, just a little bit of that with it, and that gives it a bit of a bump. But it is a great co-wash overall. Also is the Eden Body Works Citrus Fusion Butter for Hair and Body. This has become a new holy grail, but this has also become a new frustration. This and one other product in my bucket, I have been trying to refill for 1.5 to 2 months. And they both have been sold out for a very long time. So the next time I buy this, I'm going to have to buy like 3 of them. Because I use one out here in my filming area when I'm doing my hair. I diffuse my hair out here, not in my bathroom. So I'm going to have one out here, and then I also sometimes use it in the bathroom. So I'm going to need it in the bathroom. And then I'll have to have an extra one for when one of them runs out to hang on for the next 2 months, 3 months while I try to refill it. So that's my only frustration. And both of these are $9.25 a piece. So that's what that is. But yes, I love this. I'm planning to get more as soon as it's available. Next is, these are the ones that just didn't fit in the bucket. Next is the OGX Charcoal Detox Shampoo. As you all know, I use this as a body soap. I did stop diluting it for a while. I'm back to diluting it because I finally ran out of bottles. I had like half a dozen of them underneath my sink for the longest time. And I just had to order more because I ran out, and I didn't even realize I'd finally run out. But I'm finally diluting it. I think that I'm to the point now that the problems that I had that required more full strength of it are settling down, and I'm not having those issues, not nearly as bad anyway. So this I don't use as a shampoo, but as you all know, my hair is very, very fussy. As a clarifier, it would be good, but my hair dries out with it. And this is $7.99. That is actually a guesstimate between two prices, because I've seen 2 or 3 prices, because I've seen them as low as 6 something. I can sometimes pick them up at Kroger for 5 something, but I've also seen them as high as 10. So $7.99. I took a couple of the middle and averaged them out for that. The rest of them, I've got several more Eden Body Works. The next is the Eden Body Works Hair Tonic. I have finally figured out a way, I think, you see the 2 of them, 1 for each month. I think I finally have a way to reduce how much I use. When I was using these before, I was just spritzing it directly on my hair, which means that you can end up using quite a bit because you're trying to, you know, get it dampening in your hair and make sure your hair is soaking it up. So now I just spray up to 5 pumps at a time in my hands, and I rub out my hands and I scrunch it in. And that seems to be reducing how quickly I'm using it. So, but these are, where are you? These are $9.25, so this is $18.50 total. We got a lot of hair care initially, guys. Lots of hair care, but you're not surprised by that. Next, I have the Eden Body Works Coconut Shea Elixirs. You all know this is my holy grail for helping with my frizz. Yes, I still have frizz. This helps tame it down. Without this, I'd be, especially these days, a lot of weather rolling through. These are $5 a piece, so this is $10. If you're going to buy 1 thing or 2 things out of the Eden Body Works things, I would highly recommend the Elixir and the Co-Wash. Those are like the favorites of the whole thing. I have others that I really love, but those are the 2 that are like holy grails. Don't want to be without, ever. All right, so moving right along, we're going on to other things finally. This will hopefully be the last hair care item. This is the OEDAD Waterworks Clarifying Shampoo. This stuff is amazing if you're going to clarify your hair. My problem with most clarifiers is they dry out my ends. Like I said before, we've got sensitive ends. So this does not dry out my ends and is become a favorite. It is kind of pricey, but since I only use it once a month and you do not need a lot of it, I'm very happy with going ahead of pricey on this. It's not something that I'm going to run out of in 2 months. It's going to be a while. And this little sample, this is their like their travel size or something, is $5.50. Next I have four NYX matte finish setting sprays. Now, why do I have 4? Well, one of the reason is because 1.5 of them are now in here. I much prefer the Pixi misters. I get the Glow Tonic to go or whatever mister, and their mister is better than this. This one is a bit more spitty. I'm also using more setting spray. I am now using setting spray, so I put down my primer, and then I put down setting spray, and then I get my primer and stuff on my eyes, and I put on setting spray over that, and then I powder that, and then when my eyes are done, I setting spray it again, and then when I get to the end, I setting spray my whole face. So I'm using quite a bit more setting spray. This is supposed to be a trick to help make your makeup last longer. Can't say that I have seen it actually last longer, but I don't keep my makeup on for 10 hours. So, but it is helping with keeping the makeup on my eyes in place a little bit. My holes up here are getting a little smaller. I'm trying some other tricks with that, including using like a Neosporin or an antibiotic ointment on there at night to try to clear up any problems that are going on. All of that seems to be helping. So it does look like a lot. And you got to remember too, I use it for the Hydra liners and all the Hydra liners I have. I have Mamacitas, I have a Chaos makeup. So all those, I have Zoevas, I have a couple Zoevas. So all of those Hydra liners, I also use a setting spray for. So I end up using a lot of setting spray. The 4 of these are $8.50 a piece. So this is a total of $34. It's a lot of setting spray. I hoping that I'm going to be toning down a bit because like I said, some of it is in here and I've just gone ahead and included the bottle. And I will never count this as empty. I will always just show the bottles when they've been poured into this. And I do have another one that's open over here, so but I'm hoping that now that I've got the big thing that it's going to be a little easier. Next is a skincare item, and that is the I Do Care Matcha Mood. I do like this mask. This is $25. I do like this mask. I'm not in a rush to repurchase it because it's $25. And honestly, some of this, I don't know. I think like they say one of the ingredients is like mountain glacier ice or something like that. I don't know if that's true. It has a question, but it is soothing and cooling on the face. I don't think that the glacier water does that. I think that's just something fancy to make it more expensive because, like I said, it is $25. I am looking for other masks that are more affordable. I have found a Yes to Cucumber one that I'm really happy with right now. And I'm probably going to try to find another matcha, but one that's not quite so pricey. But I do like it. I actually do like it. It's just the price that's kind of daunting for me. Next, we have 2 L'Oreals. These are $13.99 a piece, and there is the Pure Clay Algae and the Pure Clay Charcoal. As you know, that I use these a lot, or I have used these a lot. I do have another one of this in my bathroom. I do not of this one. I have decided I'm not going to be... I like this, but it's not a favorite. It's... like glue. Does that make sense? The texture of it when I put it on my face feels, it's like spreading out a little bit like glue or something. So, and then it doesn't really dry down. It's just kind of sticky on your face. So I decided against this. They are $13.99 and decided against this. And then on this one, I don't know, probably not. It does have little granules in it that help with my melia around my mouth. But I have another one that also has little granules in it that is about the same price, maybe a little bit more. That is also a clay mask. I mean, an actual charcoal mask. And I do like it better than this one. And I want to kind of start limiting the physical exfoliators. I had a problem with my eye this week where something just wouldn't leave it alone. And I suspect it was one of the little beads or stones or whatever they put in these masks. And I think it got into my eye, and it took 3 days for it to go away, and it hurt like the dickens. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be buying any more of either one of those, to be honest with you. And L'Oreal is honestly not one of my favorite companies. I have very little of theirs that I use, if I have anything at all. So yeah, just going to go on and support other brands instead. And like I said, I do have another one that I really like. In fact, it's even in here. Next is the Pixi Glow Tonic To Go pads. Y'all know I like these. I don't love them as much as I do, like, say, the First Aid Beauty ones, but the First Aid Beauty ones are twice the cost. These are $18. And I've actually found something else that I like even better than this. It's from Ambi. And it is an actual, this doesn't say that it is a toner. The Ambi is a toner. I do like it. I like the scent of it. I can easily get some little cotton pads to put it on and rub down the way I do with this. But I've been enjoying just spritzing that in my hands and putting it on my face. This I'm not using as much. I do have one open container, and I do have a backup container that I'm going to need to get to, but I wouldn't count on seeing them anytime soon. They are not horrible. There are some people that have said that they find them greasy. I didn't find them greasy. I do find that if there's excess dirt on your face, they do clean that up. But I just, moving on. It's not bad. I like it, but the Ambi is cheaper and I like it more. They both have fragrance. And fragrance serves no purpose, but I like the fragrance in the Ambi better than this one. So, yeah, anyway. So, that's $18. I'm making a stack. I'm making a big stack. All right, next. So, yes, this is the one that will replace the algae mask. This is the Dermie Purifying 2-in-1 Charcoal Mask. This one was initially hard to get a refill on, but since then I've been buying them like 2 at a time, and I've not had any problems and not had them sold out. But I like this. It's a charcoal and marine algae. It does have sort of like a little micro beads or something in it. I do feel like a bit of roughness, so it does have a physical exfoliator in it. They do not seem as bad as the L'Oreal, and the L'Oreal aren't even that bad. They're not like huge chunks, and I don't feel like my skin's being ripped off. But these seem even gentler than that. So this has become my favorite. I really do like it. It is $19.50, which means it's a bit more expensive, and of course you're not going to tell me how many ounces you have. Oh, there. They're both 1.7 ounces. I do think this one is much more worth the price, to be honest with you. I just prefer it. I really just prefer this one. So yeah, I do have one open now, and I think I have a backup under the sink. If I don't, I need to be ordering soon. Next one, this is the other thing that I was having trouble getting a hold of. It's still sold out. That's the Good Molecule Super Peptide Serum. When it finally comes back in stock, I'm buying 2 of them. They are $12, which is a really good price for a peptide serum. I like the consistency of this. I do have another peptide serum that I also like, but I like the consistency of this. I like the price of this. So I do want to get more. I did end up buying the other one I'm going to be showing you in the full size because I could not get a hold of this, and that would be my biggest complaint, is that this, in my understanding, this is a problem with Good Molecules. So some of their stuff will sell out, and then you will not see it for a long time. And so I'm kind of upset that I haven't been able to get a hold of this for 2 months now. It's been out for 2 months, but I do like this, and I may just switch to the other one just out of it being easier to buy. That's all. This is 1 ounce, and like I said, this is $12, which is really good price. Really like it. I haven't noticed a whole lot of like tightening under my eyes, which is where I'm trying to get the most work because I have all that crinkling under my eyes. Old people stuff. Not wrinkles. It's just texture, patterning, like kind of crinkling. Anyway, old people stuff. I do have a lot of that under my eyes, and I've been trying to smooth that out a bit, and I'm still working on finding something that actually works for that. Next is the NYX Born to Glow foundation. I actually really like this foundation. However, I probably will not be purchasing it as a foundation for my face anymore because I'm liking the Uoma much better. I also like the YC collection almost as much or as much as this. And this is $10, so this is not a bad price. I have, however, started buying 2 other shades. One to use in place of concealer on my eyes as a base for my eyes, and the other one to replace concealer as a color corrector. And the reason for that is this actually withstands most of my issues with my eyes. If I get teary-eyed, I don't get tracking. It actually, if I have any issues in the corner where it seems to be disappearing, I can go ahead and blend it out much easier than most of the foundations I've tried. So this works much better for me as a concealer because of those reasons for my under eyes. I just do a very light layer of it, and I make sure to buff it out as much as possible so that I'm not getting a heavy, cakey kind of thing. So I'll be using those 2 colors that I found. I think one of them is slightly off, but it works. I mean, I don't look weird, do I? I used them both today. And the other one is just slightly darker than what I normally use for my eye concealer. But like I said, they both holds up better than the concealers or anything else. And concealer is extremely expensive if you think about it. You're paying $10 for this concealer, whatever, close to $10. And this is 0.33 ounces. So for concealer, same amount of concealer as foundation, you would be spending $30. And I want to stop doing that. I want to start, you know, saving just a little money here and there. These last longer, and it does better on my, I am trying to use up the concealer I have, but yeah, just food for thought if you're interested in that. $10, it's a good price. It holds up. They have tons of shades. If you're interested in trying it, I would recommend getting your what you would use on your under eyes. Get that shade first to see if you like it, because like I said, the lightest in that foundation is not as light as the e.l.f. concealer that I was been using. Okay, so we're down to the nitty gritty. Next is this Alamar Gloss. This is $15. Not impressed. I didn't use it much. It is thick and sticky, and that's one of the reasons why it's in here too, because it's gotten even stickier. This was supposedly opened in February last year, so it supposedly has at least another month. And I don't like it. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't like it. So, no, I love Alamar. I love the palettes. I love the brushes. I love the face palettes I have. I just was not impressed with the gloss at all. Not a recommend. Next, I have the Carity Bold Mood Mascara. This was opened last year in September. So, I'm not going to be repurchasing it. I did not find it to do what it says it does, which is to lengthen and give you more volume. It did lengthen really nicely. It did not give a whole lot of volume. It does work fairly well as a topper over other mascaras, especially those that do more volume. This one can lengthen you out, and it seems to take care of any clumpiness, I guess. However, it is $12, and I'm not just going to buy a mascara like this for topping for $12 for if it's not going to be something that I'm going to be able to use up in the 3 or 4 months that I tend to use mascaras. So it's decent. It's just not a favorite. My favorites have shifted on the mascara. Next, I have the Urban Decay Perversion Mini. I like to buy the minis. This is $13 versus the $28 or whatever it is for the full size. 25, I don't know. The 25 for the full size that I wouldn't get through in the 3 months that you're supposed to use up to. I still like the Urban Decay. It is not at the top of the list anymore. It used to be. It is probably like my third favorite mascara. The other one that I like beyond this is the Styla Huge Extreme. And now my number one favorite is the Uoma. My only problem with Uoma is the fragrance. But beyond that, this is still a really decent mascara. I still really like it. However, I probably won't be purchasing it much anymore just because it's number 3 and I have 2 others. One that I can get a mini, both of them I can get minis of. Price-wise, I'm not sure what the price difference is. But I like the other 2 better, so those will probably become my go-to minis to purchase. But I do like this mascara. I was really blown away the first time I ever used it. Still like the fact that it does give the volume and the length. It's beautiful. Use 3 to 4 coats and I get exactly what I want. So it's a really nice mascara. It's just not at the top of my list anymore. So like I said, that was $13. Next, I have this half-caked super glaze. Now, I think my daughter gave me this one. Or I got it in Ipsy and she got it in Ipsy and it was a different color. This has also, I have not used it up. It has also gone very, you can see that string. Did you see that? See that? Yeah, not using that. It's about a year old now. Probably won't repurchase it. It was nice. It wasn't all that. It's a $10 lippy, so I guess it's right in the drugstore category. But then I have to pay shipping and all that other stuff. So yeah, no, not worth shipping. Next I have a Colored Rain liquid lipstick. I missed something. I will get back to it. Next I have a Colored Rain liquid lipstick. Same problem. This one though is a year and a half. This one's almost 18 months. Didn't wear this much either. This was from a mystery box, I think. But I didn't wear this much either. I think it went on smoothly, but no. This is a $17 lipstick. No, I'm not. Most lipsticks I buy now are much less than that, so I don't see the point. It's nice. I have another brand that I actually really like much more, and I think that's part of the problem too. The Makeup Preview matte lipsticks are so nice. So the other peptide serum that I picked up a sample of the Dermie Advanced Peptides and Collagen Serum. I actually really like this one too. This one is just easier to get a hold of. The texture in this one's a little different. This one is thicker, I think. This one's a little thinner. They have their, I don't know. This one has collagen in it too, so I suppose that's really good. I did like this one better just from the application kind of thing. But I do like them both. And this one is easier to get a hold of. If you want to try a sample of it, it's $7.50 for this sample. And then you can see if you like it. I have enjoyed using it. It smooths out really nicely and soaks in very quickly. This one you have to wait a couple minutes for it to soak in. So that's really nice about it, and I've really enjoyed it. Like I said, this is the one I have a full size in my bathroom of right now. But again, a lot of that had to do with not being able to get a hold of the good molecules. And I just may give up on that. Yeah. But this one is more expensive, I will say that. And last but not least, these did not get used up. They broke. These are the ColourPop brow pencils. I did enjoy them, and the Brow Boss, I think, is in a soft black. The black one is too dark, so I stopped purchasing these a while back. But the soft black is really a nice color to match with my, my brows. I did like it. However, like I said, they both broke. They've been here for a while, and I have found a pomade that I much prefer, so overall, the pomade will be cheaper in terms of how long you can keep it and how much you use. The thing about pencils are much like, pencils to pomade are much like concealer to foundation, in that, yes, you get something that's useful for that part of your face, but they are more expensive per ounce if you think about it. So won't be repurchasing. I may have one in my drawer waiting for me to use it. I may have bought a backup of the soft black. I don't know when I'll get to it. It'll just sit there for now. It's in its box, unopened. It's safe. It's fine. But like I said, these actually did not get used up. They broke. So, which is one of the other problems with these. And I've had two of these Brow Bosses, and I've had a problem with that bottom piece coming apart. It sticks more to the cap than it does to the base. I do not know why they did this so that this one is separate and this one is not. This does not have a separating on it, but this one does. So it pops right off. Yeah, I've had that problem with the Brow Bosses, so that's another reason I wouldn't pick it up. One is $7, one is $6, so that's $13 total. So the total that I have used in the first 2 months of 2021 is $277.48. If I can keep up about $200 a month using stuff, we'll see. I should hit the $2,100 mark, no problem. I don't see myself going much higher for next year. Because if I do, wow, it would be expensive stuff, and it would be stuff that probably came in a box or something like that, because I am trying to trim down how much I buy, and I'm trying to find drugstore priced alternatives to some of the more expensive stuff. For it to be something that I'm going to keep buying when it's expensive, it has to be really good, like the Uoma foundation. The Uoma foundation is amazing. So I will keep using the Uoma foundation. But like I said, for most everything else, I can find mascara that isn't $25, that works just fine. It does what I need it to do. I can find blush that isn't $30 that is beautiful. I don't need to buy a $30 blush. See what I'm saying? So, well, this year I think I'm going to be fine. It's going to start getting rocky as all of the more expensive stuff goes out of my collection, and we start getting more of the drugstore stuff, because I don't see myself using up more. I see myself using most of my stuff at about the same rate. So, but they'll be at lower costs. So it'll be harder to meet those goals in the future. For this year, we should be fine. This does actually also, you know, sort of replace the whole, these are my empties for the month. I just do it every 2 months. Anyway, so what do you think about my progress so far? Are you doing the Reverse Rouge challenge this year? Let me know down below. And how much have you used up to now? I'd love to hear it. And that is it for the day. And I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do like what you've seen, I hope you'll subscribe. When you subscribe, please hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. I currently upload Monday and Thursday. However, we do have bonus videos. I open indie brand boxes. My son is supposed to be opening a new geeky box. We did get notice that there's going to be a delay on the shipping. I swear to God, this box. We don't know what happened for January. We're finally in supposedly for February or March. I'm not sure which one. And now there's a delay in shipping. It better be worth it. He will probably love it no matter what. But it better be worth it. And if you send anything, don't have to, but if you do, that would also be opened up on the channel as a bonus video, unless you don't want me to. If you do not want me to open it up, please leave a note in your package, or you can join the domytriesthis Facebook group, which is listed down below, and you can let me know on there, packages on the way, and you do not want it opened up on the channel, and I swear, Scout's honor, I will not open it up on the channel, just to make you comfortable, because I love y'all, love y'all. If you're one of my notification squad, please check both your bell and your subscription to make sure they're both still active. If you choose not to subscribe, well, I would understand. There's a lot of YouTube out there. However, you are always welcome back here. And when you do come back again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. All right, so we have sat here for a little bit. That zing was already getting strong. Let's see if we get more raspberry this time. What do you say? Giving her a taste. There is more raspberry in there. I don't know how this worked in my, probably because I didn't expect the other one, my other one, to have much raspberry taste. It's in there. It's okay. Going to say that it probably still would have worked. It still works best for me in a big 1 gallon container of juice for me, of tea and juice. By itself, not so impressed. Anyway, that's it for the day. Hope you have a good one.